VIP 5060 right here. You put that on, you're gonna give yourself a couple minutes, right? You just don't cut on. You gotta kind of little pause time, because these pieces of equipment have to kind of communicate with one another, so just give it a little bit of delay, maybe 30 to 45 seconds. Down here to the next unit right here, the DMP 8000. It's a spring button. You just hold it in. Oh, it's already on. I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna. It should be already off. Sometimes I don't know why it was on, but now you come here and you turn this on. You hold it in for a second, and then a little green light comes on. You give it a few minutes. Now, when you turn that on, the monitor's down there. The center monitor should be coming on here in a second. But it takes it a little while to kind of come up.
Now what you're seeing on the screen down here is going to be what you see on the screen.
Eventually, once you get into the software that runs the video board and you initialize the board, it will project to there, yes. Okay, all right, now let me kind of step down here. DAK Pass 7 is what it is, okay? DAK Pass 7. So, when this machine comes up, you gotta let it fully come up before you go to your other thing. And you'll see this little symbol comes right here, Red. You see that? That has to come up, and that way you know you're ready to proceed to the next thing, right? So once that's up and that's ready. This here you won't need to worry about. This is what we use for instant replays and stuff like that. So usually the Spring Sports don't even fool with that. You just be working with this. And then after this gets set, then you're going to the HP right here. Now, Reggie, let me switch with you. Okay.
Reggie, I think we should start doing instant replay for lacrosse.
Yeah.
We're here right on it.
All right, so this is what we call the 8000. This is what we call show control. Okay, this is the computer that determines what graphics go on the board, right? So when the graphics change on the board, it's because some person here is changing what goes up there. So this is the last thing you turn on. So you turn this on. Give it time to set up, and then when you see here along the taskbar at the bottom, the name of the program that we use is called Display Studio. Okay, it's a little yellow icon. I know everybody can't see it, but if you're going to be the person that does this, you can come down in a minute and look at it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Display Studio. Okay, it's going to take it a little bit of time to load. Files in here: football, lacrosse, and soccer. Right. So. First thing I always look at, and I'm going to switch this to the lacrosse profile in just a second, but the first thing I always look at is the bottom left-hand thing that says status, and it says green. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to look at. Okay, I got a green status. That's good. So now, and obviously when you come up here, it'll either be on soccer or lacrosse because football won't be playing. So if you need to change it, you come up here to this upper left-hand corner, and you click, and it'll come up new, open. You go to the little open tab and you slide to the right and it says football, lacrosse, soccer. All I'm going to do is just come right to lacrosse and select that. And now it's putting me over in the lacrosse profile. Okay? And it'll say it up here in the corner, Display Studio - lacrosse. Okay? So now, once I get here, I still have my green status. Now I'm going to try to put on the score bar. So the first thing you do is hit this yellow little button that says Future Score Bar. And it may come on, it may not, okay? And what I look at right here is I got to see this little green light here. So I got green. Sometimes this will go red. If that happens, I just X out and go back into the Display Studio again, and sometimes it will do it. So I just hit the Future Score Bar, and you see the score bar just went across the bottom of the board, okay? So, and those numbers will populate when we turn on the clock and stuff over there, okay? So that's that. Now it's got little tabs here, and you'll see DAC content and in-game. So I go to the in-game tab, and here's all the logos, right? The white logo, I click on that, there it is, okay? So this is all the stuff you're gonna use in the game. Goal, offsides, all these different logos, okay? Now one thing I wanna, and you can kind of look, whoever's gonna do this and come kind of poke around with this. One thing I want to teach you about, like you look at that and you see your logo is 3/4 of the screen, but you still have your score bar across the bottom, right? So if you go to a graphic and the graphic consumes the entire scoreboard, it requires just a little workaround to get back to it, okay? Because it's like layers of an onion. When you put a full screen graphic over a partial graphic, it's blocking it out and you can't see it till you remove that layer off, right? And that happens a lot when you have to put the flag up, right? Okay, see the flag just wiped out the score bar. So a lot of times people do this before the game and they can't get back to their score bar, right? So what you do is you just come back, you click on where you, like, okay, the thing just went over, I want to go back to the white logo. I click on it, nothing happens. Well, it's there, it's just sitting behind the flag image. Okay, so what you have to do is you come up here and you hit this little full screen blank,